Rick.
I'm John.
I'm Jay.
And this is the Mentally Compromised Podcast.
So, it's been a while.
A few days.
Summer kind of prevented us from doing any recording.
It did.
There's just so much to do in the summer, but we're back. I believe it's episode 6.
Yes. 5 and what? 5.5.
Yeah.
That's
so
right.
yeah. How was your summer?
My summer was okay. You know
Just
that
okay?
I had. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
I
well-
was recovering from my surgery.
Yeah, next summer will be
But,
better.
it should be better. But yeah, I mean, I finally doing everything 100%. It still feels weird, but I can at least pick things up and put them down.
I picked things up and put them down. Jay, how was your summer?
Summer's been good.
Yeah?
Yeah. It was busy. Kids are back off to school and college, and
Yeah, the kids going back to school is the best thing in the world.
it is.
Well, anyway, guys, we always start with a toast.
Yes.
So
Episode
6.
Cheers.
guys.
Cheers. I'm glad to have you guys back. You better take a sip of that cheers.
I did.
You good? That's better.
How about you? I know you've been.
Not the best summer in the world. Obviously, I'm unfortunately still unemployed. Got a prospect coming, but yeah, we didn't really do much this summer. Kind of took it easy. Got a lot of stuff done around the house. Fought with getting that damn pool down the other day. I took the pool down instead of just covering it this year.
No?
I just totally disassembled it. That'll never happen again.
Yeah, I'm sure. Was that just in case you had another winter issue with the?
Yeah, so we cut down 3 trees last weekend, so
Oh, nice.
there's no trees to fall on the pool that's not there.
Yep.
But still, I didn't want to deal with it. Last year the cover fell off. It was just a whole freaking
It can be. Yeah.
yeah, it's a pain in the ass or something I don't freaking use.
That's right. You're a pool guy.
I'm not a pool guy. So tonight we have a special guest joining us. He should be joining us soon. His name is Ryan. He is the owner and founder of 10th Mountain Whiskey and Spirit. Just a little background. I went into the liquor store a couple weeks ago, and I was like, I'm going to grab a 6-pack. And there's a guy in there doing samples, and I always walk past the samples. Like, yeah, no, I'm not interested. Something about this one, I saw whiskey. I saw like 3 different kinds. He had a rye whiskey. He had this one, and he had the cordial whiskey. Something made me stop.
It wasn't the military.
Well, I didn't realize that at first.
Even with because that's one first thing when you told me about it is I saw the
So I'm
the soldier on the front.
I'll be honest with you, I didn't know what 10th Mountain Division was.
Yeah.
So I stopped, I talked to him, and then he's telling me that, the owner's grandfather was part of the 10th Mountain Division in World War II. And for those of you who don't know, they're the ones that were like in the bunny suits cross-country skiing with freaking rifles on their backs. And they fought the German version of their team during World War II. So anyway, I'm like, so we're talking about it, and I tried it. I tried all the whiskeys that he had out. And I said, oh, yeah, my brother and a friend of mine, we do a podcast. He's like, really? What kind of podcast? I told him, well, mentally compromised. We like to drink, talk about whiskeys and stuff. He goes, I'd love to be on it. I'm like, really?
What? So you didn't even ask him?
I didn't even ask. He was like, I'd love to be on it. I said, all right, you can be our first guest.
Yeah.
So that turned into... So obviously he's a vendor and goes out, does a lot of tasting, which is what he's doing tonight. So he's like, I talked to the owner and he wants to be on it, but he's in Colorado. I'm like, we'll have our first virtual guest. This will be a learning experience. As soon as he jumps on, we'll get a little pop-up.
It was sad.
Oh, hey!
Okay, 1 second. Hang tight on my speakers on my side.
So, he'll be joining us shortly, maybe about 5 minutes or so.
So how is it going to work? Are we going to be able to see him in the window?
He'll come up on that screen, and he'll be right. It'll be split.
Like a split?
It'll be a split screen.
Right.
So,
Got it.
right now we're full screen in the call, and as soon as he jumps on, we'll get a little pop-up saying that he's here, ready to go.
Okay.
And then we'll start talking to him. But in the meantime, we have to entertain these lovely people.
That's okay. You forgot the sign.
I forgot. I got.
He's our fearless leader.
Listen, I'm the fearless leader who does everything by himself.
You do. You do.
I'm throwing that out.
Right,
But hey,
I'm
you're
so
exactly.
right.
You are. You're right.
We're here to support.
But if you remember the first episode, you said, I'm kind of second in command.
Only because I like talk radio.
It doesn't matter. You're falling behind. Anyway, I was packing everything up at home. I threw everything in the Jeep. And I'm having dinner and stuff. I'm like, I feel like I'm forgetting something. I'm like, no, I know I got everything. Get in the car. I'm driving here. I get about halfway here, and I'm picturing the setup. Because it's just how my mind goes. I'm thinking how I'm going to do something. And I'm like, I don't have the banner.
It's all right. They know we have our mini banners.
We have mini banners. So, oh yeah,
Nice.
you probably saw it. If you didn't see it on our website, we got brand new whiskey glasses.
Which I think they're great.
So next, I want to get shot glasses with the brain, the cracked
Just the
brain
brain?
on it.
Okay, that's
I think
cool.
that'd be pretty cool.
That'll be cool too.
And then who knows? Maybe soon we'll have a mentally compromised shop where our faithful followers can buy some swag.
Merch.
Well, I know Jay has a devoted listener in his circle.
My daughter's friends.
Really?
Yeah, they like it. They like it.
They're not laughing at their friend's father doing this?
No, they're into it. And there's a few times my daughter's come up to me and she's like, Dad, my friends want to know if you guys have any merch.
See?
I said, no, we don't have merch yet. I'm like, we're still crawling here on getting over.
I mean, I think we need maybe a sponsor maybe to get some merch.
You never know. And of course, my wife has a friend who down in Texas, and he just messaged her the other day. And he's like, "What's going on with your husband and no more episodes on the podcast?"
Oh, jeez.
And she's like, actually,
That's
he's recording this Friday, and they're going to have a whiskey guy on the show. And he's like, I can't wait to watch that.
I can't even stand that people are like waiting for an episode. I just don't get it. I mean, it's fun for me and you guys because we can shoot the shit and just talk and have drinks together, whatever. But for the people watching, I just don't know. I don't know.
Why aren't they going, these old drunk bastards don't know what the hell they're doing?
I'm sure they're saying that too.
Oh man! So yeah, it's been fun though.
Yeah,
I'm enjoying it.
I have,
Baseball's over.
Oh yeah,
It's over.
Well, if you're a Red Sox fan, it's over.
They haven't lost a series yet.
They just lost last night.
Oh, they did.
Yeah.
Oh, see, I'm the sports guy.
it was sad.
Oh, hey, look who's joining us.
Yo, what's up, guys?
Hey, Ryan, how are you?
Okay, 1 second here. Let me get my audio
now we
going
lost
right.
Jay a little bit, but
Thought I had it right. You guys can hear me, right? Give me a thumbs up.
Oh yeah.
Great. Hang tight on my speakers on my side.
technical difficulties just can't avoid them.
Mm-hmm.
What can he see on his
Let me
side?
make sure. So our mic is going.
Ryan, do you just see Rick in the center, or do you see the three of us?
He can't.
I got all three.
Like with all three of us.
Okay, all right.
It might just be his window.
Okay, cool. Uh-oh.
And as long as you guys can hear me clear enough, I can connect the mic and be better. Or if you hear me fine like this, then great.
Yeah,
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Yeah. Let me see if I can go back to full screen here real quick. So Ryan, we are recording. I was going to say we're live, but we're not really live.
Fair enough, man.
Memorex.
Here we are. It's all good with me.
So Ryan, why don't you introduce yourself for us?
What's up, guys? My name's Ryan from 10th Mountain Whiskey and Spirit Company, calling in from Colorado, right in the middle of the state in a small ski resort area named Vail, where I live in Edwards, and then the distillery's in Gypsum, about 20 miles west of Vail proper. So started the distillery about 12 years ago, but I moved to town in 1998, bartended, owned a restaurant for 24 years, and had the distillery for about 12 years now. So
Nice.
Oh, nice. Very nice.
Well, you can see we're representing here tonight.
love it, guys. I appreciate that. It looks great.
Oh, we had to.
Yeah. So
Good, thank you.
quick introductions, Ryan. I met Steve. We haven't met you before. I'm Rick.
Sure.
I'm John.
I'm Jay.
Hey, John.
Nice to meet you. We do love our whiskey. Some of us more than others, but
I have to clarify. John and I are big whiskey drinkers. Jay,
Yeah,
not.
Jay, I've seen you on previous podcasts drinking beer, so
Yeah.
All right.
I'm a beer guy. I mean, I'm not a liquor guy, but I'm not against trying something. But
hey, but that's all right with us, man. Hey, that just means more for Rick and John and I. So.
this is
Yeah.
true.
Yes.
All right.
Sure.
Definitely.
There's got to be a way to make this so that... Oh, there we go.
You're good.
Yeah, I got all
You're
three
good.
guys
You're good.
front and center, so you're looking good.
Yeah, we're good now.
I mean, as good as the three of you can look, we'll put
Yeah.
Well, exactly.
Exactly.
So I see that you did a little research on us as well, huh?
Hey, I gotta see what I'm getting into here. Yeah, absolutely, right?
So we will say we are complete amateurs.
Yes,
Yes.
totally.
I don't know if you watched the first episode of how this came to be.
I did not see that episode. I did not go that deep, so please fill me in if you
So we were all at a concert back in March.
Yes.
And we were in between. The first band had played. We'd gone up to get some drinks, and we're just standing around a table, and just shooting the shit, talking, drinking beer.
Yeah.
And next thing we know, this couple comes walking up to us, and they're like, "Hey, we're sorry to eavesdrop. We were just standing over there, and we were so engaged in what you guys were talking about. We felt like we were front row at a talk show." And I looked at these guys, it's like, we got to do a podcast.
Man, that's a great way to get it started.
Yeah.
That's awesome. I
So-
hope they're your number one listeners at this point. I hope they tune in.
We don't know.
We don't know because we didn't have the concept when we talked to them. So unless they came across us by mistake, which you never know.
Well, most importantly, what concert was it?
Disturbed, Seven Dust, and 3 Days Grace.
It was
I
excellent.
love you guys. Disturbed's one of my favorite bands.
See?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same. We are metalheads.
My first time seeing them, they were fantastic.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen them I don't know, 5 times, plus
think-
mine, something like that.
Yeah.
But
I think Jay and I have seen them 3 or 4 times.
yeah, every time's special, isn't it?
Yes.
They sound great.
It's never a bad show.
Yeah.
So Ryan, I don't know if Steve told you how this came to be with you being on the show today.
A little bit, but go ahead and chat about it if you like.
So we were talking about it before you came on. I went in the liquor store just to get a 6-pack. And normally I see the guys giving samples. I'm just like, no, I'm all set. And I just walk by. Something about this table caught my eye. I don't know what it was.
Steve has that effect with people. I don't know if it's. I don't think it's the spirits. It's probably Steve. We'll give him all the credit.
So I am a veteran myself. So when he told me this was a veteran-inspired whiskey, I'm like, well, now I have to stay and listen.
Thanks, Rick. Appreciate that, man.
Yeah.
It's and did the name catch your eye at all, or did the soldier on the bottle catch your eye, or was
So-
what Steve was saying?
A little bit of the soldier, a little bit of Steve really telling me. So I'll admit I had no idea who the 10th Mountain Division was until I talked to him. But now, I've looked into them, and it's fascinating stuff.
And what branch are you in?
I was Air Force for 22 years.
Fantastic. Excellent.
Yeah.
Appreciate you, bud. Thank you.
Oh, thank you. So why don't you tell us how you came up with the concept of this? And
Of course, absolutely, guys. So, the 10th Mountain, we're named in honor of the 10th Mountain Army Division, one of the most historical military divisions to date. They originated in our area here, just a few miles south of Vail proper, in a place called Camp Hale in the 1940s. And they started as the United States' only mountain warfare specific division. Then in the late 1930s, the president of the National Ski Patrol, a guy named Minnie Dole, saw that the Norwegians were able to kick some Russian ass in the mountains in Norway, even when they were outnumbered significantly. But they knew how to fight in a mountain environment, Cold War environment, or a cold environment. And so they were able to use some specific tactics to push the Russians back when they tried to invade. And so Minnie Dole finally convinced our government that we needed a mountain division unit if we were going to get involved in World War II. And all signs were pointing that direction at that point. And so after a lot of letters going back and forth and a lot of convincing going back and forth, the United States finally said, yes, let's put up a mountain division. They looked at a number of different areas across the country and narrowed in on Camp Hale as the ideal place to train the soldiers. And at that point, they thought it was going to be easier to train skiers to be soldiers than to train soldiers to become skiers. So they recruited at a lot of different ski resorts, mountain areas. And at that point in the early 40s, there weren't a lot of ski resorts like there are today here in the Rocky Mountains, in the Sierras. Most of the ski resorts at that point were up in the Northeast there, in New Hampshire, Vermont area. And so a lot of kids, at that point were coming from those schools and came out here on train and thought it'd be great to hang out in the Rocky Mountains and ski and learn how to shoot and learn how to become soldiers. So they recruited 15,000 soldiers, 15,000 young men to come here to Camp Hale to train and become mountain warfare soldiers. And they trained for 2.5 years, and they saw the war going on, and they were getting a little disheartened, thinking they were never going to get in the war. And then they got transferred to Camp Swift in Texas, of all places, right? They're like, what the hell is a mountain warfare unit being transferred down to Texas, for crying out loud? So they ended up getting quite depressed, if you will, thinking they were not going to be able to go into World War II and fight in the mountains as they were training for the last 2.5 years. Some soldiers even took it upon themselves to transfer out of the unit just a few days previously to getting deployed.
Oh, wow.
Finally, they got their orders. They went out to the East Coast, jumped on the ship. They weren't even sure where they're going at this point. But they ended up landing about midway up the west coast of Italy. And from there, they hiked into the northern Apennine Mountains and won a few significant battles. One of their most famous is the Battle of Riva Ridge. And the Nazis had a stronghold on the top of Riva Ridge and overlooked a significant valley, and it was called the Gothic Line. And they had pushed back some of our friendly allies, trying to beat them back, and none of our allies could do it. And so they left it up to the 10th Mountain to figure out a way to do it. And so it was the Battle of Riva Ridge, and about 700 soldiers ascended on this ridge on the backside of the Germans. The Germans were not even watching their backside because they didn't think anyone was going to be dumb enough to climb up this ridge. And so the 10th Mountain soldiers were instructed to take all the bullets out of the guns. They don't want any accidents happening, any noises happening. So they didn't even have loaded guns climbing up. They ascended the ridge, and at dawn, they surprised the Germans and kicked some serious ass, and were able to break through the Gothic Line and move the Germans back and get a stronghold on northern Italy going in the Apennine Mountains. They fought for about 3 months. The war ended in early May that same year, but they had just under 1,000 casualties and about 4,000 injured, even though they were just in the war for about 3 months. And when the Nazis surrendered, they requested to surrender to the 10th Mountain because that was their formidable most opponent, and they respected the 10th Mountain so much that they requested to surrender them. So that's amazing. World War II. We can take a breath and have a sip of whiskey, and we can get into the rest of it.
All right. Wow. So what do we got here, John? This is the cordial?
I did the cordial, and it's delicious. It's my first taste.
So this is Jay's first taste of it. Again, he's not the whiskey connoisseur. I tried a sample of it at the store, but
I give everything at least a shot.
I love the smell. Wow.
I've had other
smells like fruit,
peach type of liquors, but this has a much better peach flavor.
It's not bad.
Yeah, that is nice.
We'll take it's not bad. I guess that's a good review, right? We'll take that.
No, I think
it's very good. I think it's very
that's
good.
nice.
I like
opinion will matter more.
The smoothness.
It's very smooth. I'll admit the regular whiskey is it's a bourbon. Sorry. Yeah, it's a little tough. Not quite as tough as rye, but I think any rye whiskey you drink, it's gonna make it shake your head.
and that Alpenglow cordial you guys are sipping on there now, it's a sage peach vanilla cordial at 70 proof. So it's along the lines of a Grand Marnier, a Tuaca, and that same kind of category. So it's going to be a little sweeter. Mm-hmm. And it does mix well. If you guys have any rye whiskey there, it does mix well with our rye whiskey.
No, we didn't get the rye.
No, that's a good idea. I never think to mix whiskey.
Yeah, I don't. That's. Yep.
So that cordial combined, it might be. Some people think it's dead on, perfect, well balanced. Some people think it's a little too sweet, and if it's a little too sweet, you add a little rye whiskey to it, and it balances out great.
I like it.
It also mixes great in the summertime with iced tea. In the wintertime, it goes great with coffees or hot chocolate. A lot of people cook with it.
There you go.
Yeah. It makes a nice little drizzle over ice cream or something. So.
Oh, you got all the ideas.
I cannot let my wife watch this episode. She's gonna be like, "Why are you pouring whiskey in everything?"
Right, exactly. So as an overall category, the cordial category is about 4 foot wide, right? When whiskeys and all the different subcategories under whiskeys have a couple aisles or more at these big box stores. So cordials are a bit smaller category. But again, once you taste this cordial, alpenglow cordial, it's people really enjoy, really love, and it starts flying off the shelf. So
Yeah, that is really nice.
I do like it a lot.
Yeah.
What's your flagship? Is it this bourbon that I have?
our
here?
flagships are bourbon. You have it. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Sure is. Our flagship, our bourbon outsells our rye whiskey about 3-1. Our bourbon about our single malt about 4-1.
Okay.
And you also have like a potato vodka, right?
Yeah, we have potato vodka. You got it.
Interesting.
Vodka is about 35% of the overall spirits market, so it's hard to ignore that market. Most vodkas are grain based. We have a potato vodka, which has some additional pros about it. It's just the mouth flavor is a little creamier, a little black pepper on the nose. I think it's absolutely delicious. It doesn't have an edge like a lot of grain based vodkas do. So. But yeah, we have potato vodka. We have a brandy made from Pinot Noir grapes from Monterey Valley, California.
Wow, like that.
Yeah, we have an unaged whiskey, which is our Colorado Clear Mountain Moonshine. So, then an American single malt as well. So we hang our hat on our whiskey expressions. So.
Oh, I have to find that single malt.
Oh, yeah. I tried it.
Good job, Dave. Good job, buddy.
I'm gonna wash it down with the cordial.
You
No
don't fit
offense,
your
no
girlfriend,
offense.
buddy. That's okay.
He's come a long way. He wouldn't even try
No,
whiskey before
exactly.
he started doing this.
Just the smell alone of some liquor. But
You know, Jay, we always tell people if it's not your flavor right now, don't push it, don't rush into it. Give it time. There's gonna be one of these days you can be like going out, you're like, man, I don't know why, but a shot of whiskey sounds good tonight. And then you've been out like an old fashioned.
It sneaks up on you.
You're like, damn, this is good, right? But what just happened to my palate?
You mentioned, have you ever had an old fashioned?
yes, from you.
Oh, okay.
We did old fashions here.
No, I don't think you.
I gave you one
You
before.
gave me one. We were somewhere.
All right.
Yeah.
Rick, do you make a proper old fashioned? It sounds like you probably know what you're doing, huh?
So I'm not good at it, but yes, I like the bitters, the crushed stuff at the bottom, and
The sugar.
the sugar, yeah. Like I said,
We make it super easy. We have an old fashioned that we serve at our taste room. We have a maple, a bourbon barrel, maple finished in a bourbon barrel.
Yeah.
So, and we use that along with an old fashioned bitters that we make in house and an orange bitters that we make, and then your choice of rye whiskey or bourbon. So, call out 4 ingredients. We don't need to muddle any sugar or oranges or cherries or
Really?
anything. But it's the easy 3 ingredient, not call it 4 ingredient cocktail, which it's hard to mess up. So
it sounds like we need a trip to Colorado.
Yeah.
you made it, right?
I'm a Broncos fan, by the way.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
They're not too bad this year, so far, but
It's
it's time to screw it up.
There's plenty of time.
All right, we're talking about Broncos now.
I know.
Obviously, John and I
Across the table from a Patriots fan. I see
No.
that, man.
Yeah.
we are both Patriots
Yeah.
fans.
That team's just as bad.
They are bad. This is not the Tom Brady era Patriots at all.
Yeah.
This is the Tony Eason era Brady.
It's a little bit better.
Actually, even better than that.
Yeah, we're on the com right now. So
Oh yeah. So you gave us the history and stuff. What made you decide to call your company 10th Mountain?
Yeah, well, that's just part of the history. So, and I'll continue it, and then we'll end with the namesake and why we chose to call it a story in honor of the 10th Mountain guys and gals. When they came back from World War II, they wanted to share the sport of skiing and the mountain lifestyle with their friends and family. And in essence, they started the modern day ski industry as we know, along with the outdoor lifestyle industry that we know today. So over 60 different ski resorts across the country were started by 10th Mountain Vets, or 10th Mountain Vets had a big influence in the ski patrol, where the ski schools at a number of different ski resorts across the country. They started a number of different businesses as well to complement the outdoor industry and the ski industry. Ski Magazine and Skiing Magazine were both started by 10th Mountain Vets. Quetzal Climbing Gear was started by 10th Mountain Vet.
Wow.
The Knowles, the National Outdoor Leadership School, along with Outward Bound, were both started and brought over from Europe by 10th Mountain Vets. The biggest one, our Sierra Club, was started by 10th Mountain Vet. But the biggest company that was started by 10th Mountain Vet is Nike. So everyone knows the shoe company. So, and everyone knows Phil Knight these days. He wrote a nice book called Shoe Dog. He's still alive, but everyone probably knows his story about his partner and how they met when Phil Knight was a track runner at the University of Oregon. His track coach, Bill Bowerman, before he was a track coach at Oregon, was a 10th Mountain soldier.
Oh, no kidding.
Interesting.
And, yeah,
Wow.
and so They met at the University of Oregon and supposedly came up with the waffle shoe. If you look at the boots from the 10th Mountain in World War II, it had a very similar waffle sole. So I don't know the exact history that happened there. You guys decide, but it sounds like Bill Bowerman was wearing a similar waffle sole shoe in World War II. And maybe he brought some of that influence to Nike early on. But as the story goes with Nike, it's the waffle shoe, the waffle iron, etc. Got them on the map. The rest is history. But so the 10th Mountain had a huge influence. So we're entrepreneurs, worked their face off during the day, and then loved to have a few at night. They were reactivated in the mid-'80s in upstate New York in a place called Fort Drum in Watertown, New York.
Yep.
And they were reactivated as a light infantry division meant to be deployed quickly. And they were strategically stationed in order to get deployed overseas from Watertown within 48, 72 hours. And they've been in all the major confrontations over the last 30 years and have been the most actively deployed division in the Army over the last 30 years. So we were starting 10th Mountain, the distillery. Vail Mountain was one of the ski resorts that was started by 10th Mountain vets. And so then in our area, there's a lot of 10th Mountain influence. And we're like, well, hell, without these guys and gals, there's not a chance we'd be doing what we love to do, making great spirits, great whiskeys, and skiing a great mountain, playing in the mountains. And so I've always been patriotic. I come from a military family, although I did not serve myself, but I've always felt it indebted to the military. And I was like, if we start the distillery and name it in honor of the 10th Mountain, let's use it as a platform to support a number of different military nonprofits. And that's been the goal since day one.
I love it.
Something we're very proud of. So
that's awesome. That's a great story.
Yeah. I thought I saw something that you guys work with Wounded Warriors or donate to Wounded Warriors or.
Yeah, Wounded Warriors is one, but also Vail Veterans Program.
Okay.
It has a program that takes wounded vets from around the country and reintroduces them to an active outdoor lifestyle, given whatever kind of injuries they sustain in the war. And that's obviously here in our backyard. Do work with the Colorado Veterans Project, work with the Shepherd's Men out of Atlanta, 10th Foundation and 10th Descendants Group, do a lot of stuff at Fort Drum, do some stuff with the C4 Foundation, which is a Navy SEAL Foundation out of Coronado, San Diego area. And so it's certainly not just limited to our backyard, but we do support a number of different military nonprofits around the country. So
that's amazing.
Amazing. Yeah.
That's freaking awesome.
Absolutely.
Nice.
Absolutely. Super important. So,
yeah, definitely.
When we were starting the distillery, I think at that point there were 700 distillers or so in the country. Everyone knows all the big guys that have been around for 100, 200 years at that point. And the craft distillery movement was starting to pick up speed. And I'm like, there's too many distilleries already. There's a lot of great spirits being made. The country doesn't need another distillery unless there's a different twist on it, unless we use it as a platform to support what we're passionate about. So that was the impetus behind it also.
Oh, congratulations. That's great.
Yeah, that is awesome.
And you say you've been in business for 12 years?
That's right. We just celebrated our 11th anniversary last month. And so we're in our 12th year now. So I first alluded to the fact that when I moved to town, I started bartending around town for 4 years.
Right.
Started a restaurant in 2002. So we just started our 24th year with that. Still in business partners with the same two original business partners there. We're also good friends. It's called the West Side Cafe in Westvale. Bought and sold a couple other restaurants and started a couple other businesses in the meantime. Sold them, exited them, closed them down, did all that stuff. And then I was watching what the craft distillery movement was doing. Was homebrewing at the time, just in 5-gallon buckets for mostly just friends and family kind of thing. Nothing serious or on commercial level. And distillation is the next step. So all distilleries are breweries, but not all breweries are distilleries, right?
Yeah,
sure.
And so I was like, well, beer's fun, but I'm into spirits as well. So I started looking into that. Got a 13-gallon still. Started messing around with that. And then came across an advertisement for Whiskey University, of all things, in Louisville, Kentucky. And it was the very first class they had in January 2013. And it was a chunk of change. And it was a week-long course. I'm like, screw it. I'm going to go out to this thing. I'll get a lot of hands-on distilling knowledge, learn a lot more about spirits, and maybe I'll come back and write a business plan and put all this together. And I went out to Louisville for that week and had a great time. Learned a ton. It's like drinking from a fire hose. Came back, wrote a business plan, and begged, borrowed, and stole as much money as I could put together. And here we are 12 years later. Still feels like I started from yesterday, I'll tell you that much.
That's awesome, man.
That is awesome.
Hey, you made it to the East Coast.
I was just going to say, because I hadn't seen this previously, and thanks to Rick going in that day and seeing, what's his name, Steven?
Steve.
We get to try this. This is great because I haven't seen these on the shelf. Now, I walk down that aisle almost every time in the liquor store. And but again, this caught my eye. The Soldier caught my eye. That's for sure.
Good. Yeah, great. And we were designing the bottle, and it was just kind of shooting from the hip. Hell, this is the first time I started a distillery, so it's all the marketing and legal, and obviously the mash bill and the recipe and the process. Now we have a 500-gallon still, a combination pot column still from Louisville, from Vendome. But back to the labels, we were like, well, hell, let's design this, and then we would go to the liquor store, put it on the shelf, and step back 5 feet, 8 feet, and like, does it stand out good enough? We're like, great, let's tweak it and let's go to a bar. Let's put it on the back of a bar and then stand 12 feet back and take a look at it. Does it stand out well enough? And so a couple different iterations, and here we are. So
that's a great idea. I never even thought of that with you guys when you design your bottles, to think about that on the shelf. Does it catch the person's eye who's shopping for some bourbon?
Yeah.
Because this definitely did. Well, I mean, I was looking for it, but I was able to find it pretty quickly.
Yeah. We always say the label sells it once, the flavor sells it twice.
Yeah.
There you go. That's a good motto. Yeah. I like that.
Yep.
It's a good way to sum it up. So, yeah, absolutely.
Well, this has been great, Ryan. I mean, like I said, you're our first official guest.
You are.
On the Mentally Compromised podcast. So,
well, you guys do have a great logo too. So I don't know where the logo came from, but good job whoever designed that.
You just hit a sore spot.
A sore spot.
That's for me. Okay. Because halfway here today, coming to set up, I'm like, I forgot the banner that's normally behind us.
I didn't notice that when I first logged in.
Yeah, I forgot it today.
But
I will say,
tell him how that.
My daughter's fiance, Curtis, designed that logo for us. I called him one day and I said, hey, Kurt, I need a logo from my podcast. What can you do? He's like, send me a picture of the three of you. I'm like, really? He's like, yeah, send me a picture. And he came up with that logo. I'm like, oh my God, this is amazing. I think I had created one, and both of them were like, yeah, yours is out.
Yeah, it looked like a 5-year-old drew it.
Yeah, when you figures.
To show that song was right.
It's unbelievable.
Yeah, it's just amazing. And then if you went to our Facebook page or anything, you might see there's also like a brain with a big crack in it.
Right.
So that's like our secondary logo. I told the guys we need to get shot glasses next with the cracked brain.
Sure, right?
Yep. Baby steps. Baby steps.
So yeah, we've only been doing this a few months. It's only like our sixth episode. So this is amazing that we can have our first official guest.
Yes, thank you.
Yeah,
thank you for taking the time.
It's an honor, guys. I did not know to get first official guest.
Yeah, you're our first official, and you make what's near and dear to me and John's heart. Yeah, I just splashed that all over the table.
At least you didn't get it on the lens.
I didn't get it on the lens, so we're good. So, Ryan, I got to tell you, we start and end every episode with a toast.
Yep.
So I saw you have a glass there. So I want to thank you so much for joining us. This has been a great opportunity to drink whiskey. How's that?
Oh, that's right. Well, we've got a toast on our rye bottle. I'll say it real quick if you don't mind.
No, don't mind at all.
From mountains to shining shore, by freedom they always swore, though death did not cheat them, they bestowed us a freedom and a whiskey worth fighting for. So to this mountain and all the military out there, appreciate you guys.
Cheers. I love it.
That's tolerable. I can.
You drank this one or that one?
No, he drank.
I tried this one. This one, I can.
Mine was that one. So
I can baby sip that and tolerate it.
Well, hey, Ryan, again, thank you so much.
Yes, thank you very much.
Give our thanks out to Steve, because without Steve, this wouldn't have been possible. Right. I was hoping he could join us tonight, but I guess he had a tasting or something tonight. So
he sure did. Yeah, he's at a liquor store right now. So
all right.
And actually, we're gonna stop plugging the 10th Mountain.
Yeah. If you don't mind, you're gonna be all over our Facebook page.
Please do.
I don't know who your social media person is, but I did tag you guys today.
That's good.
On the Mentally Compromised page that you were going to be on, and it's a public page. There's We got a lot of people looking at it. That's a bad trope.
A whole 30. We'll reshare. So appreciate that,
Yeah.
guys.
So we're definitely gonna promote you going forward.
Awesome, guys. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. It means a lot.
All right. Thank you, Ryan. Thanks for joining us.
Conversation. Take care.
Take care, man.
Hey, guys.
Well, that went well.
Yeah.
That went much better than I ever thought it would.
Why wouldn't you?
I know it's just a conversation with a guy that has similar tastes as we do, having a delicious beverage.
Right.
But again, you just don't know how it's going to play, and that played very well.
That was awesome.
Yeah,
that was great.
It's good.
Our first official guest was a success, hopefully.
Yeah, it was, and he looked like he was having fun too. So
yeah, I mean that was great. All right, well,
hey,
that's it.
That's it.
Thanks for coming back for episode 6, technically 7, but officially
Check it out.
6.
If you're not a big liquor drinker, that one's not bad.
Bad. 10th Mountain Whiskey.
10th Mountain.
Easy for you to say.
10th
Mountain Whiskey and Spirits. Check them out. They're amazing. They support veteran associations, local and national.
It's fantastic. Love that.
Yeah.
Not just the name. They do the support.
They do it all, man. So
That's good.
They're the ones you want to check out. Thanks for joining us, and we'll see you next time.
Take care.